Happy Friday, everybody. Today we have our final live class of the week at 11:45. You're stuck with me today, so hopefully you signed up for that. Just one quick announcement in case you haven't seen yet. We're using the same Zoom ID and password for the month, which is posted under the today's WOD posting. So we're just going to use the same Zoom ID for a month. Next month we'll change it up if we are still moving forward with that. This is the final week of the nutrition challenge. So we're in week 4. Sunday's our last day. So just 3 days to go, including today, which is awesome. Lots of great results so far. Lots of awesome feedback. I'm seeing a lot of difference in a lot of you guys from what you have told me. So again, let me know how you're doing if you haven't yet. Some of you guys have, some of you guys haven't. Let me know how you're doing, how it's going, how you're feeling, all that stuff. I would love to hear from you. I'll pass it over to Yash for today's workout.
All right, guys, we got an AMRAP 20 today, 4 handstand push-ups, 8 kettlebell swings, and then 20 double unders. So short little rounds here, but we're looking for a lot of rounds. I would say if to approach this workout, let's say about a round every 2 minutes. It gives you 10 rounds at the end, and that should be kind of a minimum that you guys should aim for. These movements shouldn't take too long. I would say at most should take 90 seconds. But in case you need that 30 seconds to relax or do anything, you got that 30 seconds, so 2 minutes, 10 rounds total minimum. But see if you can push yourself to go beyond that. See if you can get into that 12th round or that 13th round there. Again, use movements or weights that you can keep moving with. So handstand push-ups, if you're comfortable with kipping, you can try deficit today, or you can go strict handstand push-up, or both. For the kettlebell swings, I would say 24 to 16 kilos for the weights today. If you feel comfortable, you can swing that 32 if you got it. You can go for it, but make sure you're consistent and you're not taking too many rests before and after that kettlebell swing. And then double unders, guys, just quick. If you don't have double unders, just go single skips. You guys can use that as well for an option today. So keep that pace up, but make sure you're consistent all the way throughout the 20 minutes. Pass it over to Chris for the afterburner.
So for the afterburner today, guys, we have some inverted burpees. So it's only 15 reps, it's not a ton of reps. We just want you guys working. We programmed these now for the last few weeks, every now and again in the WOD. So we wanted to work on it as a skill because there is a lot of moving parts from rolling from the hollow position into the bottom of your squat and then turning into that wall. There's lots of factors there. So we're gonna break down those steps. We're gonna break down how to get into a good inverted burpee. And when you're only doing 15 of them, each one should be with the intent of getting better. So you wanna go slowly through it. You don't wanna rush each one, but you wanna think about where you're feeling it, how you're feeling it. And we're just going for that practice. Enjoy, and we'll see you next for the warm-up.
All right, guys, we're here for the warm-up. So we're gonna start off with an active lat stretch. So get you guys just coming down to the floor. Probably done this one before in class. We're gonna reach the opposite corner of our body there, and we're gonna push our lat down to the floor, so in the opposite direction of our hand. And as we're here, I want you guys to kind of pull that shoulder blade in and then push that shoulder blade away as you're doing that stretch. We're gonna go 60 seconds, just alternate between those two positions, trying to lengthen the lat as much as you can and trying to get some activation in that scap. Once you're done 60 seconds on one side, repeat on the same on the opposite side. Then we're gonna go into our warm-up, which is 10 down to 2 of reps for plank scap retractions, Bulgarian squats, and strict overhead press. So for the plank scap retractions, guys, you're gonna get into that plank off your forearms. Stay nice and static, core tucked in. We're gonna drop those shoulders in, so we're gonna let those shoulders kind of sink down. And then we're gonna push those shoulder blades away as much as we can and separate them on our mid-back. And as we're doing this, guys, we don't wanna let our hips sag, so make sure you're keeping that core tight. You wanna move just through those shoulder blades. Another way to think about that, guys, when you're on the ground, think about pushing your forearms into the floor as you're pushing away and then getting relaxed in those shoulder blades as you're coming down. Just make sure you're in that nice plank. We're gonna be doing 10 reps to start off. Then we're gonna go into some Bulgarian squats. We're gonna go for 10 per side here. So with those Bulgarian squats, find an object where you can elevate that one foot. From there, we're gonna bend at the knee, trying to keep ourselves as tall as possible, and making sure that when we're coming down that we have our weight in our midfoot, so we're not getting onto that toe, we're nice and planted, then we're gonna drive straight up. So be careful you guys are not dropping your chest over. Try to stay as tall as possible as you're coming down, and back up. 10 reps on one side, then 10 on the opposite. Then we're gonna go into some strict press. So grab an object, we're gonna go 10 reps on the one side, keep this nice and slow. I like to keep the descent nice and slow as I'm coming down, so I'm gonna press it up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then keep that elbow in as I'm descending that weight down to my shoulder. And again, reset, make sure everything's nice and tight, and then again, press straight overhead. Another good cue is to think about kind of keeping that bicep close to the ear as you're overhead, stay nice and locked out. Also, don't forget, squeeze the shoulder blades at the top every single rep. I'm trying to get that activation. So once you're done 10 reps, repeat. You're gonna go 8, 6, 4, and then all the way down to 2. Once you're done, we'll see you guys next for the workout movements. All right, guys, so for today we got handstand push-ups as our first movement at the start of every round, 4 reps. So you should be able to do all these reps unbroken. Let's use a body weight option today. So I'm going to show you guys a way you can do it off of a box, or if you're a couch or anything that's elevated and stable that won't move underneath your feet. We're going to go into that L position, or that kind of dive bomber stands for our handstand push-up. So we're going to put our feet on that box. Again, it could be a couch. We're going to try and get into that 90-degree position, and then from there, we're going to lean forward. So our head is ahead of our hands, and then we're going to drop that head down, so come down to that cushion, and then press straight up. As we do this, guys, remember we want to bring our head forward every time and not in line with our hands. So we want to avoid this, we want to keep the head in front of the hands the entire time. Once we're done those 4 handstand push-ups, guys, and again, I forgot to mention, if you have handstand push-ups, you guys can do them off the wall as well. Same concept applies. Again, think about the head in front of the hands. Once you're done handstand push-ups, you're going to go into those kettlebell swings. For those kettlebell swings, guys, think about really using those legs to drive that kettlebell up. Let's try and save our shoulders, especially after those double unders and handstand push-ups. Let's try and use our legs and get that power through our hips to drive the kettlebell up. So as I'm doing this kettlebell swing, guys, avoid thinking about bending the elbow swing. Think about driving hard through the legs and use more of that arc to get that kettlebell up, rather than trying to pull your elbows straight up and over. I would use this as an option instead of that pull. I would go around that arc so I can use more of my legs, save my arms later for the handstand push-ups and doubles, especially if you guys are doing strict handstand push-ups, or if you're going to be doing some kind of deficit, or even the push-ups off the box if they're tough. Let's try and save that juice for those handstand push-up progressions, and so we can get more rounds in throughout the AMRAP 20. So think about that today, guys. Go in that arc for that kettlebell swing instead of pulling straight up. For the doubles today, again, you guys can use that double tap option, so you're jumping up, touching the sides twice. Also, we've talked about doing running skips as it helps with that coordination. So you guys can go for running skips and try to focus on staying on the balls of your feet as you're doing this. This is going to help kind of build towards that double under and the coordination of it. So we want to avoid landing our heels down. We want to stay nice and active and springy on the balls of our feet. So using that running skip option is also another variation you guys can do. So 20 reps, that'll be 10 per side, but obviously alternating. So have fun with this one, guys. 20 minutes, keep it consistent. We'll see you guys next for the afterburner. All right, we're here for the inverted burpees, guys. So this is a fun movement. I personally like this movement a lot. It really challenges your body coordination. Also trying to get into that handstand position all in one go. So I like to start learning this inverted burpee by using something that's a little bit elevated off the ground for my hollow rock. So the initial position of the inverted burpee is we're starting from that hollow rock position. So I'm going to show you guys the first half of the movement. So with the inverted burpee, let's get onto that elevated object, whatever that is. We're going to go for some hollow rocks. As you're doing those hollow rocks, once you're ready, we're going to think about planting our feet down to the ground and think about standing up. So rocking back and forth. Once you're ready, fast sit up, we're going to stand it up. That's going to be the first half of that inverted burpee. So we're going to get into that standing position. Once we're in this position here, guys, a couple options depending on where you're at with your skill level with your handstand. If you feel comfortable, go for your freestanding handstand hold. That's prescribed for your inverted burpees. Another progression, you just use the wall. So if you're not comfortable going freestanding, use the wall, and you're going to kick up into your handstand hold. So after you've done that kick up, you're just going to kick yourself up into that handstand position, hold it for a second, and then come back down. That would be one rep altogether. So what it looks like is whole rock, stand it up, kick it up into that handstand position. If you're not comfortable with the handstand, that's all right. Focus on getting into a dive bomber or a push-up position. So once you come out of that hollow position, you guys can get yourself into that dive bomber, get into that inverted position, hold it for 5 seconds. Once you feel comfortable, or once you're ready, walk it back in, reset your feet, sit back onto the mats, and then get yourself ready for the next rep. So again, we want to try to get from that hollow position, nice and aggressively standing it up, and then getting into that dive bomber, push up, handstand, whatever that may be. Have fun with this one, guys. It's just 15 reps, play around with it. If you want to use the first 5 reps just to learn how to hollow rock into that stand, do that, and then use the last 10 reps for just the inverted burpees. Use it today for practice and for fun, guys. We'll see you guys we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next workout.